Hi, this is Dr. Jeremy, and I want to talk to you today about subluxation. So, if you have been adjusted by a chiropractor, you know it feels great, you know your body moves better, but what is it that we're doing? How do we find where we're going to adjust? Well, first of all, of course, I rely on x-rays to let me know where the misalignments are in the spine. But I also know that those areas are going to change based on how the body's doing on that particular day. So every time we're going to do something called palpation, where we go in and sense where the body needs the adjustment. Every chiropractor does this a little differently. Some may rely on visual cues. All of us, of course, will feel the body. Some may rely more on muscle tension, tenderness, actually feeling the spinous process of the vertebra and feeling that there's a problem there. Let me show you how I do it. So I tend to come in with my hand and I want to feel along the spine. Now I've already adjusted Monica's upper back. In fact, she had some numbness going on. Once we adjusted that, it's gone. That's been an issue she's dealing with. As I bring the hand across the back, I can feel where there's heat coming off the body. So why would I be able to do that? When there's a subluxation, we're talking about two vertebrae that should be lining up straight that are doing this thing right here. I call this scissoring of the vertebra. And so we need to bring those back into alignment. Body does that on purpose. It's a beneficial short-term effect, but it has long-term consequences. So we want to address that subluxation and the conditions that are causing the body to create it in the first place, which is why we check the whole spine every time that you come in. So once I find that area, I'm going to go in with my fingers and I want to find out how are the vertebrae sitting, how are those spinous processes. And here we have the top one here shooting to the right, the other one shoots to the left. Now I know this is a tough area for Monica. She's got some rib issues going on, and often when you come in for an adjustment and you don't feel that pop or crack, especially in the mid-back, it's because there are rib issues, and that's what we have going on through here. But we still want to adjust that area, so I'm going to come in here. Again, I want to bring both of them in, and there we go. So as I come down to address the hips on the low back, I do it a little differently. I'm going to come in and actually feel each vertebra. I can feel that L4 feels very tight and restricted. So L1 and L4. Now typically I'll check the x-rays particularly and find out how are those vertebrae sitting if I don't already have the listing. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the drop table, and I can feel that L1's out there. What does the drop table do? It provides a quick drop which allows the joint to move, so I don't have to use as much force to get movement. Breathe and hold. Good, and relax. And then we want to come down and check the hips. So what I'm looking for is alignment, and here Monica's perfectly aligned, so I know I don't have to work on the posterior hip. That's where it should be. Now we would want to turn over and look at the anterior hip, but we're not going to do that today. So that gives you a little bit of a background on how chiropractors and detect subluxation, particularly how I detect it and adjust it. Thanks for watching.